What's up, everyone? Welcome back. I'm Blake McLain, and I'm a music producer. So we got so much music today. It's insane. I'm literally just sitting here going from video to video to video. Stray Kids, Circus, and I'm also telling Lindsay about all of these too. I literally called her this morning. I was like, hey, all of this music came out. You got to go check it out. You got to do it. So hopefully she's doing the same thing right now, and she'll have some stuff up soon. But I'm stoked, guys. I mean, Stray Kids, like I said, there was BTS, Demi Lovato. I mean, this is like sensory overload, and I'm here for it. Absolutely here for it. That being said, we're going to jump in here in a second. Please subscribe if you haven't already. There's a little watermark in the corner of the screen. Just hover over that and make sure you do. That way, you see all the cool stuff that's to come. Got a lot of great plans. If you want extra content, check out the Patreon and follow me on Instagram, Twitter for more extra content and all that fun stuff. All right, so let's jump in. This is Stray Kids Circus. Ready to see what they're doing. All right.
날색 교는 코에 like a megaphone 기스카는 나의 유카에로 매너 mood 히비 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 미가 기치츠가 달리 기스 They can shows I come and do it like this Boom boom jump like the super bowl Just don't care who got no 그돌 납도 미타키나 무타키나 결국에 let's get
Can I just say, like, I know I say this every single time, but I love the attitude. I love the grit. Like, that's what for me sets them apart from a lot of the other groups. They are so their own entity, and I will stand by the fact that I think they are going to absolutely just massively blow up. I mean, not that they aren't already, but I think they're going to be absolutely huge. It's just such a different feel, and that's what's cool. You have a lot of these, K-pop groups and, J-pop groups and, even Chinese pop, all those things. And some of them, they sort of, play off others and they sound a little bit similar and things like that. It's just like here in the 80s, or like the whole Sunset Strip era, that kind of a thing. They were all the hair metal bands, and they all started to sound exactly the same, started to look exactly the same because the industry had figured out how to pump them out, and that kind of a thing. And it happens. And then you have something that comes along that's completely different and changes the whole thing, which was Nirvana in the 90s for, our music scene. But it's just cool because there are some like leaders on the forefront. I feel like Stray Kids is absolutely a leader. They're like the Motley Crue of K-pop. Oh, that's awesome.
All skinny's on the kid and bring out the fire Ring, 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 juggling, we gon' burn this down Be a rock star Ring, ding, ding, dig a ding, we gon' run this town We gon' run this town The show starts with the bang, bang, bang 아삭하다 band play, play, play The ties and a Tony ready All right, and around, and round, and round, and round The show must go on 힘부터 기다렸다 my mind Focus Welcome to the zone.
Brilliant contrast there to go straight to just the really tightly compressed whisper, which, okay, so if you want to know what compression is, essentially what it is you can think of it like squashing vocals, okay? You have a thing called a compressor. You can set like a threshold on it, you can set the attack on it, you can set the gain on it. And what you're trying to do is make it so that the highest and loudest parts and the quietest parts all do this, and they're all exactly the same. So you end up with something really tight. Listen to how compressed this is. This is what happens when you almost over-compress. Hear how it's like, you can hear that, like in it, like in every little piece of it. That's just because all of those little tiny things have been brought up to the loudest they can possibly be, so it's even across the board.
Feeling good right now, feeling good right now. Feeling good right now, feeling good right now. 집에 팬이 매운 power let it go. kokoro마가 돌아와 let it go. So welcome to my home. Feeling good right now, feeling good right now. All lights out. May I have your attention, my ladies and gentlemen. 입은 옷을 닫고 Ain't nobody can do it like this. Let's just start a lot to make a white socks. 빰빠라라라 라파 who can now 타이호 웃대 파우 나나나나나 녹부족인가 톨리 Bring out the fire Ring 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 juggling we gon' burn this.
So this is what's really cool and something you guys might not notice. That whole last bit was like a descaling melody. So the whole thing was moving down. So if you want the contrast, On the chorus, you move it up. So you're doing something that it's almost the complete opposite of what you were doing on the verse, just to give it contrast. So check it out.
Ain't nobody can do it like this. Let's just start a lot to make a white sets.
Still moving down, just a little less.
Bring out the fire. Ring, juggling, we gon' burn this down.
See what I mean? And then they're playing with down too. So like that part of the melody actually goes down whenever you say the word. Just little tiny things like that, or I don't know, they're fun.
Yeah, the rock star. Ring, ding, ding, dig a ding, we gon' run this town. The show starts with the bang, bang, bang. As I got a band, play. A thousand authority ready. Oh, out and around. The show must go on. Here, taking out of time, focus, stand up. Welcome to the zone.
Oh, they used an elephant in there instead. I thought it was gonna be like a really nice high kind of vocal, you know, with like a nice little run in it, but they hit the same note with an elephant. Listen. Where was it?
Focus, stand up. Welcome to the zone.
Yeah. No. Like I thought it was gonna really just hold out and belt it over.
Feeling good right now. Feeling good right now. Feeling good right now. Feeling good right now. So welcome to my home. Feeling good right now. Feeling good right now. Now this is what you're waiting for. Oh yeah. 요이시네를 거액 다가나티고. Oh 가쿠스 것도 모네. Oh 그래도 것도 모네. 뭐에 나가루 파네. 다른 못하메라 레나 안고.
That's sick. Oh my god, I cannot wait for Lindsay to do this. She's gonna flip. This is so sick. It's so well done.
Let's go.
And you know, something interesting that they did here is also, you wonder why I get confused. Like, look how many people there are here. Like, this is so hard sometimes. But you know, I learned. It takes time. Anyways, what I was going to say is, like, one of the cool things that they did here is they did use a bunch of different sounds, like circusy sounds and things like that, which you have to ride this fine line because you run the risk of it being cheesy if you do it too much. You know, I've heard that in songs or demos that have been sent to me so many times, and it can absolutely ruin a song, but it can also elevate a song. You just have to be very careful and listen for the right moments and just sort of almost subtly hide them in there. You know, use a little misdirection, like auditory misdirection, that kind of a thing. Anyways, thank you all so much for hanging around. Really hope you enjoyed the video. And again, check out the Patreon for extra content, as well as some really cool stuff that I'm going to be putting out very soon. And working with, you know, if you're an artist or anything like that, yeah, go check out the Patreon, or, you know, drop a comment down in the comments. Let me know that's what you do. And I'll hit you up soon because, like I said, there's some cool stuff probably in the next couple days. So, all right. Peace, everyone.